Who is going to be first in the chat tonight? Let's see. Who's going to be first in the chat tonight? Let's go. Let's go. Hey, Blah Charger. First in the chat. I was saying who's going to be first into the chat tonight? And it's you. What's up, Blah Charger? Kelly Fowler's up in the building. What's up, Kelly Fowler? How are you doing? And Jay's here as well. Everyone's right on time. What's up, gang? How we doing? Chris O'Reilly says, I'm back. What's up, Chris? Good to see you, man. How is everyone doing this evening? Taking 2 days off streaming and looking forward to vibing with you guys. Groggy, aka Ramen Rascals here. What's up, Groggy? How are you doing? Good to see you in the chat. Good to see you. Everyone is right on time tonight. Love it. Hope everyone is doing well. It is just after 8 o'clock here in England. And I've had a nice chilled weekend. I've had a few days work, a few days off streaming, and I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys. Who else is in here? Blah Charger says 3 a.m. activities. Blah Charger, one day, maybe not today, but one day we will meet and it will be your daytime and my middle of the... Chris says, great. Hope you liked my latest vid. Chris, I'm catching up on your vids, man. I've watched the Fitness Challenge Part 1, Part 2, and I think I saw another one coming through, so I've got to catch up on that. Jay says, did I miss the Roblox stream? Jay, the Roblox stream has not been yet because I'm a slow coach and I take forever to do things, but the Roblox stream will come, chat. The Roblox stream will come. I promise you it's going to be a thing, and I'm a man of my word. I hope everyone is doing very well this evening. I'm feeling re-energized after a couple of days, not offline, but not streaming. So yeah, a lot of good stuff to come. Jay, Roblox stream, I hope you can join us for whenever that happens. Yeah, stay tuned. Like I say, great to see some familiar people up in the chat. Chris O'Reilly's been an absolute legend so far. Chris has not only jumped on into my chat, but he's also started making his own videos. So after the stream, go check out Chris's videos. Kakarani says, Edward, remember what you said you will call me. Oh, Kakarani. Oh, I'm struggling. I'm gonna lie. Give me a clue, because like so many people join the chat, and I remember so many people's usernames, and I can remember their usernames, but it's when they tell me they've got another name. Give me the first letter, Kakarani. I can't remember what your real name was. Blah Charger says mask off in the background. Yes, well spotted, Blah Charger. Well. And Chris says, are you not able to stream on a different device? Yes, I am able to stream on a different device, but my phone is my main device right now. When I do the Roblox stream, we're going to do it from laptop, and I'm going to do it that way. By the way, peace out to everyone who's watching the chat right now. Nice to see you all here. We've got Chris on the stream. We've got Blah Charger on the stream. Sunny1529 is back. What's up, Sunny? Who says, Edward, love from India. Well, a big love back to you, Sunny. I'm dialing in. I'm streaming out from the northwest of England right now, so peace out to you, Sunny. Thank you for sharing where you're from. Kakarani says my real name starts with A. Oh God. I'm so sorry. I think I've forgotten. I actually had it, and I think I've forgotten it. So Kakarani, if you tell me once more and I'll remember, so I apologise. It's just people start me, like for example, Ramen Rascals in the chat, and Ramen Rascals' real name is Groggy. So some people's real names I can remember as well as their usernames, and some people I can just remember the username. So Kakarani says the next letter is R, K and then an R. Oh, it's not Karina or like, I can't remember, it's killing me. Sonny says, Edward, may I know where you are from? Yes, I'm from the north of England. My nearest big city, I'm not from a city, but my nearest big city would be Manchester. So like North England, Northwest England, that's my neck of the woods. Oh, Kakarani, Krishna, right? I'm pretty sure it's Krishna. Thank you for, thank you for giving clues. I'm about 99% sure it's Krishna. And as always, guys, if you're watching, I would love to know where you're watching in from. I'm in North England. We've got Sunny who's in India. We've got Chris who's in Ireland. Kakarani, I'm not sure where, Krishna, I'm not sure where Krishna's based. But in any case, guys, if you want to let me know where you're from, I would love to know. And as always, hit the like button if you're watching this stream. It really helps me. Chris says, how was your weekend? My weekend was good, thank you, Chris. It was chilled. The weekend, I worked like the Saturday morning. And whenever I do that and have to work for 6 days, kind of 5 days in a row, I always really look forward to a full weekend off. So this weekend, I've been chilling. Went out for a hike yesterday. Went out for a walk today. Just generally been chilling. Not been doing too much. And it's been very nice, thank you. How about you, Chris? How's your weekend? Nice. Christian says, I'm from London. Storner McGregor says, Outer Hebrides here. That is super cool. Thank you for sharing, Storner. Like, I don't think I've seen your username on the chat before, but I always tell the chat, one of my favourite parts of streaming is hearing where other people are from. Because I love the fact that I'm in here in the north of England. Meanwhile, we've got Sunny who's in India. We've got Blarch Harger who's in Indonesia, both 1,000 miles away. But through the power of the internet, we're all connected. We're all just hanging out and vibing. So Storner, really cool to know. I've never been to the Outer Hebrides, but Scotland and that part of the world, it's super lovely. And the Kingman as well says, I'm from Scotland. That's awesome. I was telling the chat the other day, one of my favourite places in all the UK is Scotland. Such a beautiful space, so much nice natural outdoors, and I really like it. And Edit Rick's Cut says, I'm from Ireland. Well, that's cool to know as well. So we've got Chris who's from Ireland, and we've got yourself who's from Ireland. Awesome. Epic Gamer says, hi, what's up to you, Epic Gamer? Chris says, my weekend was good. Went outside, played football, and ate ramen noodles with added extras. Love that, Chris. Love that. You know what? Ramen, as the chat knows, ramen is one of my favourite foods. And one of my favourite things in life, right, is where you do exercise and then you like either eat or or both. You have a shower and then you have food after exercise. It's such a good feeling. Literally just like go out, get really wet and cold or tired or doing whatever at the gym, and then you come back and you have some food and freshen up. Feels so good. Storner McGregor says, hashtag Team Scotland, and Edric's Cut says, no, Team Ireland. Ireland is better. Guys, there'll be no Ireland versus Scotland in this. We've got love for Ireland, we've got love for Scotland, love for England and Wales, and for other countries around the world, obviously. But yeah, Scotland's not better than Ireland, Ireland's not better than Scotland. Both are awesome. The British Huntsman says, sorry I'm late, my guy. I was playing Fortnite. Well, Huntsman, lovely to see you back in the chat. For anyone who doesn't know, Huntsman is one of the top mods around here, also known as Moderator Huntsman, so big up Huntsman. And yeah, looking forward to having a good stream with you, mate. Sunny says, oh, that's good to know. Anyways, it was a random live for me. We bumped into each other. Well, Sunny, it's nice to connect with you. I love connecting with new people. It's really satisfying to see old familiar faces come back to the chat, but I also love it when people just like randomly come across the stream, jump in and hang out. And that's what it's about, honestly. I think a lot of people that like join the chat now did the same thing. They just randomly, like came up for like them on the live or whatever, jumped in, and now they're out. Blanche Archer says, having warm food after swimming feels surreal. Yeah, I mean, any exercise, right? We're in a bit tired, out of breath, whatever, and then you like a hot meal, like you say afterwards. So good. Storner McGregor is showing a bit of solidarity with Ireland, saying, I think it's Edit Ricks. We're the same people, Celts together. That's what I'm talking about, chat. Vibing together. Huntsman says, I found out I have carpal tunnel syndrome. It's an issue with the medium nerve that connects your wrist to your fingers and makes your thumb or where I feel very numb and it's pretty painful. Damn. Well, take it easy, Huntsman. I hope your carpal tunnel doesn't flare up too bad. Grogi, aka Ramaskal, says, sorry, I keep leaving the stream, my bad, but I must be right back, sorry. Grogi, no worries at all. We will see you when you're back. Always nice to have you on the stream with us either way. Chat. Oh, chat. I just absolutely threw my water everywhere. That was not not the way to go, chat. Is this broken? No, it's not broken, chat, but full glass of water, just now on my floor. That's what you get. Crazy. Sonny says, then what else, Edward? What do you mean, Sonny? What does that mean? Oh, chat, that was such a fail. Such a fail. Oh, man, that was not ideal. Just literally threw a whole glass of water everywhere, chat. Ain't nobody got time for that. So listen, guys, it is 8:15 here in England. If you're out there, let me know what you've been doing today. I would love to hear it. Right now, I'm chilling after a nice weekend, relaxing. And to be honest with you, am I looking forward to a new week? Not necessarily, but that's life. And for now, we're all hanging out on stream, so that's the main thing. Sunny1529 says, if you don't mind, can you share your Instagram? Yeah, not a problem. I've actually never posted on it. So Sunny, if you want to be the first follower, I'm actually going to, hopefully, chat, I'm going to just minimize this chat and hopefully you'll still be able to see me while I pull up Instagram. So 1 second. Hopefully I didn't cut out chat. Hopefully you still could hear me then. Sunny says, Sunny1529 says, if you don't mind, can you share your Instagram? Sunny, if you want to be my first follower on Instagram, please do. It's EdwardCares_. I've never posted on there before. I just made the account. Someone very annoyingly had taken Edward Cares as the handle, and it's a guy who looks after shoes, like he like maintains shoes, which is fair enough. But he doesn't post anymore, and he's got the Edward handle, and I want it, so had to go with the underscore. So Sonny, if you want to drop me a follow on there, EdwardCares_ on IG, and I'll definitely give you a follow back. What else we got? Huntsman says, also, Edward, it's not like a mental issue. It's just a temporary issue that happens in repetitive motion and it can be medically treated if it needs to before it causes permanent nerve damage. Huntsman, yeah, take it easy, man. Whatever you do, just follow the doctor's advice. If you need to wear a splint or a brace, you got to do that. Oh, Blanche Harder says, first follow. Legend. Oh, yeah, Blanche Harder, could you do me a favour? Could you drop my handle in the chat, if you don't mind, so Sonny can see it? Day ones. Thank you, Blanche Harder. Literally, thank you so much for sharing my own handle. I appreciate that. Oh, chat, can you still see me? It's gone black for me. Chat, can you see me? Oh, no, don't do this to me. Nah, come on. Can you still see me, chat? Because it's gone like black for me right now. Oh, we can see. Oh, guys, this is nightmarish because all I can see right now is black. So I don't like not being able to see myself. Nah, this is crazy. Oh, this is what you get, chat. Oh, I'm back. I'm back. I can see myself. Hell yeah. Sonny says, second follower. Hell yeah, Sonny. I'm going to follow you back after this stream. I think if I keep going off YouTube and onto Instagram, it's going to do me in. So, yeah, Sonny, after this chat, I can see AKKS. What's up to you, Chef Teju? I'm going to give you a follow back right after this stream. Hell yeah. Nice to connect with you guys. And Huntsman says, I'm sorry, Edward, but I don't use Insta. I personally think that I don't ever going to use Instagram, Snap, or anything like that. You know what? That is fair enough, Huntsman, honestly. It's more background. But I think I'm realising as I want to grow my profile a little bit in streaming if I can. So I think I want to start posting more on like different platforms. I think what I'm gonna do as well is gonna start streaming through Kick and then do like a dual feed, like a simultaneous feed. So you guys can watch on YouTube. If you guys, I know there's some people who watch me on YouTube and maybe you don't watch on Kick, but I think I'm gonna start streaming on Kick and like do the feed into YouTube at the same time, and everyone will be able to comment. So if you're watching from Kick, people, if they're commenting underneath the Kick stream and the people commenting underneath the stream, I think it will all appear on the one page, hopefully. Sonny says, have you ever visited India? No, Sonny, I have never visited India, but I was just talking to somebody else on the chat the other day whose name was the book. What was it? oh, it's gone. I took a screenshot, but he was very helpful, and he was recommending places in India for me to check out. Because I said like, where's good in India to go? Maybe would love to live stream from India one day. I think that'd be like super cool. And he was recommending like places in like southern India where he was from. So yeah, I would definitely like to visit India some point. Probably just for a holiday initially, but also I think should be like really cool as well. What do you reckon, Sonny? Any recommendations for where to visit in India? Huntsman says, also, guys, I hope you're having a nice day / night / evening or morning. And if you want, you can like the stream. It helps spread the stream more, or maybe subscribe. Anyway, that's your choice. Huge W to Huntsman, can I just say, guys, because Huntsman joined the stream for the first time maybe like a week ago, something like that. Just jumped in the chat, came across it. And then since then, has been brought nothing but good energy. Always welcomes people to the chat. Very helpful. He videos as well, so go check out his profile. So yeah, big up to Huntsman. Thank you for being a great mod and a great vibe in the chat as well. Judith Blackwood says, hi, what's up, Judith? Nice to see you in the chat again. How are you doing? Black well remembered. Thank you so much. It was Radio Master. I knew it was Radio something, but I was like, what was the last one? So yeah, well remembered. Thank you. Huntsman is drinking a cup of black tea, by the way. Huntsman special. Who timed out? Oh, Judith. Chris, don't. Oh yeah, don't put Judith time out. I think Judith was just saying hello. Oh, there's a few bit of spamming coming through. Yeah, no spamming, please, Judith. Cyber Potato, they've given up forehead shaving. Translation, you're balding. Well, thank you for the update, Cyber Potato. Thank you for the very helpful comment. And good on you for taking time out of your evening to spread a little negativity on someone's live stream. So cheers to you, Cyber Potato. Chris says, I feel ignored. And thank you, Huntsman. That's what I'm talking about. That's the type of mod I'm talking about, guys. Like I say, every time on stream, you're always welcome to have an opinion, share your thoughts, share your views. But if you're just being mean towards me or other people in the chat, what's the point of that? And we're not gonna take bullying, basically, because if you join someone's stream and out of nowhere just leave a nasty comment about their appearance or who they are, why would we tolerate that? That's just BS, honestly. Thank you to the mods that have done a great job on cleaning up the chat. Cyber Potato, hopefully you're watching, hopefully you never come back, but just be more thoughtful about how you treat people on the internet and in life. And Huntsman says, yeah, no negativity here. Sorry, my guy. Big respect, Huntsman. Edit Cut says, your Instagram is not showing. I think it's just EdwardCares _. I think it's got like no profile picture, 2 followers, literally no posts, because I've never posted on it. But drop me a follow and let's get it popping. Dodd Lava says, hi from Syria. Wow, hello from England. That's really cool to hear that you're all the way in Syria. All the way there in Syria. Like I always tell people, I love hearing where people are from. And how interesting. You're thousands of miles away in Syria, in the Middle East, and I'm here in England, and yet here we're connected. So nice to meet you, Dodd Lava. And Sonny says, my real name is Teju. Well, Teju, hope pronouncing your name correctly. And it's nice to meet you. Melissa Howden says, hello. What's up, Melissa? How are you doing? We like people from different regions. By the way, Edward's from the United Kingdom. Yes, that's correct, Huntsman. Thank you for updating the chat. Wow. And Teju says, I work with Taj Group of Hotels pastries chef. How cool. That's really cool to know. Thank you for sharing, Teju. And I will do my absolute best to remember your real name. Like I was saying to Kakarani, aka Krishna, on the chat. He was like, can you remember my name? And I was like, oh, I can remember your username, but I can't remember your actual name. And he was like, it begins with a K, then an R, then an I, and finally by the third letter I'd got it was Krishna. So Teju, I'll do my very best to remember your real name next time you join the stream. Edit Rick's Cut says, oh, I'm a bit slow on the chat, says, Edric Cut says, your Instagram is not showing, does it have a pic? Hopefully you found it now. And Huntsman being very welcoming in the chat. Thank you for that, guys. And Kamal is, what's up, Kamal, who says, hi. What's up, Kamal? How are you doing? And we've got Huntsman, who's down south. We've got myself from who's up north. We've got Huntsman, who's down south. We've got Chris O'Reilly from the fair Emerald Isle Island. And I think we've got people from all over the world. And wow. Dodd Lava says, I'm from Tartu. Well, thank you for sharing, Dodd Lava. I must say my knowledge of Syria, geographical knowledge of Syria is pretty minimal, to the point of I only know the capital of Syria and that's it. Well, that's cool. Hopefully if Syria becomes a bit safer to visit one day, it's one of those places that I'd like to check out. Melissa is from the UK. What's up to you, Miller? And Jacko says, Holland here. That's awesome. So I guess I might pronounce your name Jacco rather than Jacko. We'd say Jacko-ish, but I'm thinking with the Dutch it might be Jacco. Either way, Jacko/Jacko, nice to see you in the chat, and thanks for sharing where you're from. Rick says, I'm following Instagram. Peace, and thank you very much, Edit Ricks. I'm going to follow you back after this chat. When I come off this stream and like go on IG, it kind of cuts out for me a little bit, so I'm going to follow everyone back after the stream. Melissa says, do you like football? Yes, I do, sir. I support Everton. I'm not like an avid supporter. That's my team, and I'll go and watch them now and then. Oh, and Chris says, in school we have a well-being week, and all week I had doors slammed in my face deliberately. Well, Chris, one thing I want you to know, mate, is that people consistently throughout life can be really horrible, and they can be mean and they can be nasty for no reason. And don't let that impact on your day or how you're feeling about yourself, because there's always going to be someone being mean. Like that guy who jumped on the stream, I can't remember the username, the mods cleaned him up, but he was like, you something, aka you're balding. Like, there's always going to be someone out there who's trying to bring you down and make you feel small, because on a level, they don't feel good and they want to make other people feel bad as well. So Chris, if people are being, excuse the language, everybody in the chat, people are being dicks to you, don't let it get to you. Just keep your head held high and keep doing your thing. And Hussein says, here, what's up, Hussein? Good to see you back in the chat, man. For everyone who doesn't know, Hussein is another OG moderator. Huntsman has now become an OG moderator. And we've got some great mods in here as well, like Chris O'Reilly, so big up to all of the mods. Melissa Howden says, I just subscribed. Well, thank you very much, Melissa. I really appreciate that. That really helps. And it also helps when people like the stream. So guys, if you are watching and you haven't hit that like button, do me a favour. And Teju says, you are always welcome to India. Thank you very much, Teju. I really appreciate that. Genuinely really nice. India is one of those places where I would love to visit. I'd love to just try loads of food around and also stream. I think it could be quite cool, like me, just this pale white guy, like amongst loads of Indian people, just being like, up. I feel like that could be quite fun. It'd be fun for me anyway. I don't know whether it'd be fun for anyone else, but I could see it fun. Kamal says, I have sad news. My dad died in the Iran because of USA and Israel. Kamal, my goodness, if that's happened recently, I'm so sorry. There's nothing I can do to, even, you know, there's nothing I can do or say to kind of, you know, put your mind at ease on that, but I'm so sorry to hear that. Huntsman says, oh, what's this? Is this it? No. Huntsman says, do my mod duties as I'm supposed to, so I'm going to welcome anyone chat. If I miss it, I'm very sorry, just remind you, and I will welcome you. Sometimes chat gets very chaotic. W Huntsman, absolutely huge W to Huntsman. And I mean, honestly, just a shout out to Huntsman once more. What a guy. Joins as a moderator and takes it upon himself to welcome people to the chat. So, huge respect to Huntsman, and anybody that joins the chat, look out for a message from Huntsman because he's going to do his best. And Huntsman, a reminder to you, if you can't send anyone a message, do not stress, do not worry. I'm not holding you to any sort of accountability on that. Just keep hanging out and keep having fun. That's what it's all about. Yeah, Edit Ricks is going. Well, Edit Ricks, it was nice to have you in the chat, and if you're still watching, nice to connect with you, and we'll see you next time. United Kingdom Colonies says, hi, can you have mod too? So United Kingdom Colonies, which is a very spicy username. The way it works with moderators is that we only have typically 3 or 4 on a stream at a time. Any more of them, and it just gets a bit complicated, a bit messy, a bit too much activity going on. So what we do is, and what I say to people is, if you come back to a future stream, we rotate the moderators. If you come to a couple of streams, I'll be happy to get you on as a moderator. Dodlava says, what is your favourite country? Well, I'm a bit biased. If I had to choose a favourite country, it would be probably England or you know, Britain in general. That's just because it's my home country and it has a great sentimental attachment for me. But honestly, there are so many cool countries out there. I went to Thailand last year, and that was a special experience, honestly. I'd never been to Southeast Asia before, so that was really cool. And had a really good vibe. Just a cool country. So, but there's so many great places in the world, honestly. There's so many interesting, exciting places to visit, and the more places you travel to as well, realise that although in some ways people are very different depending on what cultural or national background you're from, people can have different attitudes, different outlooks on life, etc. But at the same time, underneath that, we're all kind of the same in a way. You know, we've all got our families and goals and lives that we're trying to live, and everyone is basically just trying to survive in life. Everyone's just trying to make their life a little bit better and look after themselves and their family. So yeah, I don't have a favourite country yet, or in general, but there's a lot of cool places out there. Large Hatcher says, don't let what other people say to you change who you are as a person. Yeah, exactly, because this is what I've learned, guys, and this is something that probably other people could learn from as well. When you be feeling bad about yourself or your life or who you are as a person or doubting yourself, you end up spending a lot of energy and a lot of mental headspace goes on that anxious worrying. And the truth is that whether you worry about it or don't worry about it, it's not going to change anything. So you might as well put that anxiety or that anxious energy into focusing on yourself and making your own self as good as you can be. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not like I do this and I'm some sort of master guru and I've got things figured out. I haven't at all. But I have learned that spending much time fretting and being concerned about what other people think will just hold you back massively. And for the most part, most people don't even care. Most people don't care what you're doing. They just want to succeed in their own lives. General Lotarolog says, do you remember me? Yes, I do. If I'm not mistaken, you're from Singapore. I can't remember your real name though, General. I want to say it's. I can't remember. The honest truth is that I can't remember your real name. Just being brutally honest. But yeah, if I'm not mistaken, you're from Singapore. United Kingdom Colonies says, Edward, can I have mod I liked and subbed? Well, like I was saying before, United Kingdom Colonies, with the mods, we only try and have like 3 or 4 on at a time. Otherwise, it gets too busy on the stream. But if you come back to another stream, I like to rotate the moderators. So come back to another couple and we'll get you on as a mod. Oh, and Huntsman said the same thing. I'm behind on the chat. So yeah, exactly what Huntsman said, to be fair. What else have we got? And Huntsman, yeah, thank you as well. That's exactly what I would have said. So thank you for spending the time to write that out. Hussein says, guys, I'm going back to UK on Friday. Hussein, hope you've had a good time in Dubai. The Buddies says, I'm back. What's up, the Buddies? And yeah, come on. Me and all of the chat sending good vibes your way. I hope you're doing okay. It's a terrible time for you and your family, so all we can do is send good energy your way and show a bit of support. So Kamal, just know that we're thinking of you. Chris says, I've never left my country. Hopefully I get to France or Italy in 2027. Oh, wow, Chris, yeah, you've got to, when you're able to, travel is a great thing. And you can start small, you know. You could, as you say, you go to France. I reckon a flight from Ireland to France would be pretty cheap, right? So yeah, fingers crossed 2027 is the year you get to travel. Dodd Lava says, did you ever visit the Middle East? If not, please visit my country, Syria. I've never been to the Middle East before. It's a very interesting, complicated place. But hopefully one day I would like to visit, you know, all sorts of places in the Middle East. I just want to be safe when I go, you know. And Lucy says, hi, shout out please. My name is Lucy. Well, Lucy, this is a shout out for you. Thank you for joining the stream. It's nice to see you in the chat. Big shout out and respect to you. And Lucy, if you're still watching, do me a favour and hit that like button. But either way, nice to see you. Huntsman says, by the way, Edward, my friend is on Discord who I'm on call to is watching stream. He can't chat though since he's not signed in. Can you give King Hooper a shout? Shout his username. King Hooper 13. This is a shout out just for you. Your friend Huntsman does a great job in the chat, holding it down with the moderation and just generally being a very nice person, being very welcoming. So you've got a good friend in Huntsman. So, but this shout out is just for you especially. So if you're watching, King, big up to yourself. Thanks for watching and hopefully see you in the chat at some point. General says, it's Jefferson and the chat delay is quite a lot. Yeah, apologies for the chat delay to you, chat. But Jefferson, thank you for letting me know. General Jefferson, aka Jefferson. I will try and remember that. And Jazz is back in the chat. It's up to you, Jazz, watching from Canada. How are you doing? Nice to see you again. Teju says, you're not following me back on Insta. Well, Teju, the problem I have is that when I come off YouTube like this and go on Instagram, when I come back, the screen goes black and I don't want to wreck the chat, but I will follow you back on Instagram. And Blanchard has just said the same thing. So yeah, thank you, Blanchard, for letting people know. Chris says, guys, I have to go, but to everyone who's on a hard time, keep your head up. There's some light in the world. Welcome to anyone who joined into the mods. I think of you guys as friends and Edward. Chris, huge peace and respect to you, my friend. You're always a very positive energy, and I really appreciate you joining the stream. And if you haven't, guys, click on Christopher O'Reilly's channel. He started making his own videos and is sharing his own personality with the world. So W Christopher, and see you next time on the chat, man. Dad Lava says, what is your favourite Fanta flavour? Well, Dad Lava, I'm going to shock you. Maybe shock and appall you. I actually don't drink Fanta. I don't drink Coke, Fanta, anything like that. Not because I'm too good for it or anything. It's just I never grew up drinking that stuff. And now all I drink is water, to be honest with you. If you were going to pin me down, you had a gun to my head and said, what's your favourite Fanta flavour? I'd probably have to pick the original one, the orange one, because I think that's the only one I've tried. But Dad Lava, if you have a favourite Fanta flavour, let me know in the chat. And Hussein says, Edward, when are you playing Roblox stream? You already hit 200 subscribers. Hussein, you're correct. And I've been delaying. Unfortunately, I've just not got myself sorted. So it's coming, and you have my full permission to tell me in the chat, Edward, where the hell is this Roblox stream? But it is coming. I don't know when, but it is coming soon, chat. I promise you, I won't go my word, because I said I was going to do one at 200 subs, and we're over 200 subs. So I'm not just going to forget about it, but I promise you it will come. And Huntsman says, my friend is happy for the shout out. Hell yeah. Big up to you and King. And Tatum's travel video says, hi, what's up to you, Tatum's travel videos? Nice to see you in the chat. And Chris also says, like the stream and subscribe to the mods, Edwin and myself. Yeah, for sure, everybody. Hit like and subscribe on not just my post, but Christopher O'Reilly and also the British Huntsman, who's also been making his own videos. And Hunt says, honestly, chat delay is good as you won't miss any chat, so it's a gift, honestly. Yeah, to be honest with you, like I'm doing my best to keep up with the comment. You guys are doing an awesome job keeping the vibes going, so thank you for that. Just sometimes it takes a little bit to catch up with the stream. I see, look at that. That's the energy that I'm talking about. Zachary Stanford says, large up yourself, Edward. Zachary, large up to you, mate. I had someone in the comments before being a very negative person, just giving me some hate for no reason, literally out of nowhere for no reason, and it wasn't very appreciated on my behalf. So to have someone like you, Zachary, who just jumps in the chat and shares some positive energy means a lot, so big up, Zachary. Kamal says, it could be my last time meeting you since I hope I don't die, my whole family died. Well, Kamal, all I can say is that we're thinking of you. Things will get better. I know it's easy for me to say, but if today's a bad day, then tomorrow might be a better day. And we're here for you. Whenever we're on stream, me in the comments, me in the chat are here for you. Jazz says drive over an hour to pick up 2 people who broke down on the highway. So I'm here listening, driving down the highway. Lol. Well, Jazz, I love the fact that you're somewhere right now, driving down the road, listening to the YouTube live. That's super cool. Honestly, guys, that makes it so fun for me when people say where they're from or what they're doing or like what they've been doing earlier or the fact it's 3 a.m. where they are. It makes it really fun for me. So thank you for sharing that with me. I hope you managed to pick up the people who've broken down and get home safely. But yeah, thanks for sharing. And Sonia Denise says, have a great day, bro. Well, Sonia, thank you so much. And I'm wishing the same for you. Like I was just saying to the commenter another minute ago, who was Zachary, who was also being positive and sharing some love. Thank you so much. It means a lot. And when you're a little tiny little streamer like me, and you sometimes get people who are like being an idiot in the chat, a kind word goes a long way. So thank you very much, Sonia, and hope you have a great day as well. Dodd Lava says, what's your favorite fast food? To which Blahajo says, Edward is a vegan, so I'm not too sure if he'll enjoy fast food. It's a good question. Thank you for clarifying that, Blahajo. Dodd Lava, you asked what's your favorite flavor? What's your favorite fast food? So the honest answer is I don't really have a favorite fast food. I will eat fast food sometimes. I try and eat as healthy as possible. But I will sometimes eat fast food. My favourite fast food, right, would probably be something like from a takeaway or like an Indian takeaway. Or occasionally, we have a thing called a chippy in the UK. Now, anyone who's from the UK or from Ireland, when I say chippy, exactly what I mean, they'll be like, yeah, big deal, what you want about a chippy? But if you're from maybe Indonesia or if you're from, I don't know, India, you might not have heard the term chippy. But anyway, chippy in this country is, like the name implies, somewhere that sells chips is their main thing. Typically fish and chips, like that's what a chippy sells. But they've got like these deep fat fryers and they like potato, like, chips in them. So that is an occasional treat. It's one of my favorite fast foods. But in terms of things like KFC and McDonald's or Burger King, personally, I don't eat of those. Again, not because I'm too good. It's just not my cup of tea. But if you had to pin me down for like a branded food thing, I don't mind a Domino's. Like, on a rare occasion. Again, like proper pizza is like ideal, but like, on an occasional thing, I'm not against an occasional Domino's. Hussein says, subscribe and like. Come on, guys. Absolutely. Big up to Hussein in the chat. And yeah, guys, if you're watching right now, do me a favour and hit the like button. It would really help me out. And Huntsman says, like and subscribes, bracket, your choice. That's the thing, right? So never any pressure. If you're watching and you don't like or subscribe, I'm not going to be like, you're the worst for you, whatever. Don't ever watch my stream again. It's not like that, but it's just, if you do feel like hitting the like button, I'd appreciate it. And Toilet Wanker says positive energy. I'm not going to lie, when I saw your username, Toilet Wanker, I was thinking, oh no, is this going to be another troll comment? But your comment was literally positive energy, so thank you for that. Sadia1544 says, what you doing? Well, Sadia, right now I'm chilling. I'm on my sofa. We're listening to some D12 purple pills. We're hanging out in the background. And we're just chilling. And Sunny says, what's my name? Ooh, na, what's my name? Teju is your name. Benjamin Bennett says, I eat mop. To which Sadia just says, then go eat mop. Love that. Oh, Sadia. From villain to hero. Love it. Dodd Lava says, which Arab country do you want to visit after the US-Iran war? That's a great question. Does Lebanon count as an Arab country? I guess it does, right? I'd like to go to Lebanon because partly because I love falafel. And I reckon Lebanon's got some damn good falafel. But it's also pretty dangerous. Like most of the Middle East is kind of a bit dangerous. If it was safe, there's a lot of places I'd like to visit in the Middle East, honestly. It's a shame somewhere like Afghanistan is just like destroyed and just, it is how it is, because I think that'd be quite an interesting place to visit. But yeah, a lot of places, to answer your question, loads of Arab countries would be interesting to visit, I reckon. And the Huntsman, replying to my comment about the chippy, says, I love a chippy, salt and vinegar burger sauce, and with some What's that? Savoloys, but holy hell, am I air expensive as hell. I love a chippy. Nice. Saka says dip it also. Hi, by the way. What's up, Saka? Or was that Saka? And Brooke Gazelle says hi. What's up to you, Brooke? How are you doing? Blanche Archer says, what do you think of a Hawaiian pizza? That's a good question, honestly. A couple of years ago, I was with my friend. We were around at another friend's, and me and him are both vegans, right? And we were ordering a Domino's to share, and he was like, "What? Like, we're getting this vegan pepperoni pizza," and he was like, "What do you think about Hawaiian? Like pineapple on it?" Now, normally, if someone was like pineapple on pizza, I wouldn't be like Austin, but I'd be like, really? But he was like pineapple pizza. I was like, yeah, like why not? And I got it, and you know what? It was pretty decent. So Hawaiian pizza, I'm not against. It's got to be balanced though. Seika says, is your stream lagging? I have problems consistently with my internet, and it's not good. I got fiber optic in like 4 months ago, like I told the chat before, and it just doesn't work. Literally, I kid you not, chat. Like, you see where I am now? I'm on the sofa right here. Through that door, or about, where's it gone? In the corner, so literally like 3 or 4 meters away, is my router. And yet, it lags all the time, so I'm gonna have to do something about it. Jimbo Y, though, says like for listening to classic album. Oh, nice, Jimbo. Appreciate that. I thought you were telling me to like. I was like, what? Like for a classic album? But yeah, appreciate that, Jimbo. Afghan Jake Pesh says, what do you think of the migrants coming to UK? I was speaking to an official UK today about coming to UK. I mean, try not to get too political on the stream. That's a tricky question, honestly, because listen, you know me, chat. If you've ever joined my streams, I've got love for people of all backgrounds. It's just, it's like any country. Is that gonna benefit people in that country? Like, for example, if I move to Thailand, would that benefit people in Thailand? And if it does, then good. But if not, then I reckon Thai people should be cautious. And that's not saying Thai people shouldn't have me in the stream, right? I'm just saying, I think it has to be a case by case. Hussein says, did you read my comment? Let me scroll up, Hussein, and see if I can find your comment. Hussein says, who was it that disrespected? Oh, thank you, Hussein. You've got my back again. Yeah, so I think maybe either just before you came or not long before you got here, some guy was being a plonger. He was just like telling him I'm going bald, but just like unprompted out of nowhere and just being rude, basically. So I think it was Huntsman did a great job. It might have been Chris O'Reilly did a great job of just like putting him in timeout. What have we got in the chat here? Mo 2019 says, hey, what's up, Mo? How are you doing? And Jimbo Y, though, says, Lebanese food is amazing. Beirut is beautiful. Yeah, honestly, like, as I say, I wish the Middle East was safer in general because I love Middle Eastern food and I'd love to explore it. It's like, there's so many places I want to explore, guys. Afghan Sheikh Pesh says, Afghanistan isn't destroyed. Well, I kind of mean the whole situation with the Taliban controlling the country and women not being able to access education and freedom of speech being heavily restricted and people living under a kind of paramilitary power. That's kind of what I mean by destroyed. Mo 2019X says, come on, visit us in Saudi Arabia. Promise to show you a good time. Well, thank you, Mo. Saudi Arabia is one of those other countries that I would be a little bit scared to visit. I'm being honest with you, a little bit scared. But that's more because of how the justice system is there rather than me having any sort of problem with anyone of any background. Like, I'm sure Saudi people would be very friendly. So one day, maybe I will visit Saudi Arabia. JJRM says, hi. What's up to you, JJRM? How are you doing? And Afghan Sheikh Pesh says, I'm in Peshawar right now, though. Interesting. Yeah, when you say Peshawar, again, always thinking about food, it makes me think of Peshwari naan, which again, I believe would probably originate from the Peshawar region. Tat with Shark says, I'm from Nepal. Very cool. Thank you for sharing, Terracat. Don't think I've seen you in the chat before, but like I always tell the chat, hearing where people are from is one of my favourite things about streaming, so thank you for sharing that. And hello from England. Mwah XXX says that is a tiny channel to handle politics. Yeah, I'm not equipped to handle any type of political commentary. Oh, Jimbo Y says vegan, bring back unlike button, you know. Oh, it's tight, Jimbo. Tight. Ryan04119 is dropping a bit of unoriginal, unfunny banter in the chat. Good one, Ryan. Oh, sorry, Ryano. Jamie says, hi, baby from Carol in England. I think that's meant to say, hi, baby from Carol in England, rather than calling me hi, baby from... No, rather than calling me baby from Carol. But either way, it's up to you, Jamie/Carol. Dodlava says, do you play Resident Evil? I've actually never played that. I'm not a huge gamer, guys. But there is a delayed stream coming, a Roblox 200 subs stream, which I'm about like 2 weeks late with, but it's coming. Ryano411 has good purple pills in Thailand. Jamaica High's in the chat. What's up to you, Jamaica High? Nice to see you. And Huntsman says, also, Edward, I time that guy out. Yeah, honestly, thank you, Huntsman. I've not really seen you miss on the moderating yet. It's usually people that are being Muppets. So, thanks for being vigilant. And Jamaica High says, sorry, I have to go. No worries, Jamaica High. It's always nice to see you. And Huntsman, thank you for the updates. Rayen says, you look like Felix from Stray Kids. And Rayen just said that again. Yeah, you're so weird, you know. Because other people keep mentioning Stray Kids as well. Jimbo Y though says, Island here, your friendly neighbour, but the funnier, better looking ones. Only slagging a vegan thing. Well, Jimbo Y, thanks for sharing. It's nice to see you in the chat. And, you know, I've never heard the word slagging before, but in that context, I can imagine what it means. I guess we'd say like ripping or like, yeah, I guess another word for like ripping or joking or whatever. But yeah, good to see you, Jimbo. And Blarge Hodge says, damn, lot of negative comments today. Yeah, guys, I think they stand out because normally we have such immaculate vibes in the chat and everyone brings such energy. So when we do have a few plonkers that jump on and just like for no reason leave nasty comments, it really stands out. So yeah, thank you to you for the real ones that always be cool and sound and supportive, because that's what we're trying to do when we stream here. It's like spread a little bit of positivity to go against all the bullshit, if you'll excuse the language, that happens online. The hate watching, the rage baiting, the clickbait, the clout chasing, all of that. Like, that's not what this is about. What else have we got? Jay Laffy says, what are you on? I don't know what that means. I'm on an iPhone. But yeah, I don't know what you mean apart from that. And Chris says, well, Jimbo, I'm also from Ireland. Look at the Irish buddies in the chat. Hussein says, sorry to ask again, but you kind of missed my comment. Hussein, last comment where you asked who it was, I can't remember what their username was. It was like quite near the top. But I've not seen them pop up. And if they pop up again and I need my back, I'll call you in. Hey, we've got Jacob in the chat. What's up, Jacob? AK Walsall FC. Jacob is another chat OG. I think Jacob actually was one of the first people, like when the first stream or two I did, maybe the second stream, maybe the third stream tops, like Jacob was there. So big up to you, Jacob. Nice to see you in the chat, mate. And Mesman999 says, hey, I'm a plonker. What's up to you, Mesman? And yeah, Blarge Hodger says, Kamal, do me a favour and close the stream and find shelter instead of updating us. Prioritise your safety. Absolutely, you're right, Blarge. Kamal, definitely prioritise your safety. Do what you need to. Get somewhere safe. Listen to what the authorities are telling you. And yeah, just come back to the chat when it's safe. Dee's Bowl, I'll just call you Dees. Says, how many languages do you speak? I speak English fluently, speak a little bit of Spanish and a bit of French. So really I speak about one and two languages with my Spanish and French combined. I'm not much of an impressive linguist, but I'm actually thinking about going to a Spanish class to improve my Spanish. And Hunt, also we have 5 mods in the chat right now. Yeah, that's a lot of chats, right? That's why will ask if they can be mods. Like, I think 5 is honestly too many. No offense to all you guys doing amazing jobs out there, but I think in my mind, I think 3 is good, 4 tops, so 5. We're going crazy on the mod front. Eva says, hi, what's up, Eva? Nice to see you back in the chat. Eva, aka Eva the Diva. Lovely to see you. And Huntsman says, now 6. Crikey, there's a lot of mods. Jacob says, Walsall won yesterday, 2-1. Congrats, Jacob. Nice to get a win on the board. And Jimbo Wyther says, Biggie Smalls for Mayor. The rap's here. Jimbo, you're proving yourself to have excellent music taste, if I may say. Well recognised. Jacob says, my name is Jacob and I like soccer. Jacob, you're called football soccer. Removing your mod duties. You're banned from the chat. Don't ever show your face around here again. I'm kidding, obviously, but come on. We've got to agree it's football, not soccer. Come on, guys. ENK says, I can't wait till I get rich enough to afford language classes. Well, you know what, ENK? I reckon there are probably some good other options out there in the short term, like probably Duolingo. Duolingo is free, right? Well, there's probably some other free language apps you can use, and there's so many good resources on the internet. You might even find like forum stuff on Reddit where you can do like language exchange with people. So yeah, don't let not having money for language classes hold you back. Jacob says, no, I put Spanish translated. All right, that's cool then. Green Hippo says, Americans play football with their hands. Yeah, Green Hippo. Americans are crazy when they call that game they play with their hands football. American football. We've got OG football, we've got American football. But for real though, it always throws me off whenever, even now when Americans call football, whenever even Americans call American football, they're like, oh yeah, I love the game of football. I'm like, oh, you like football? You're like, oh yeah, almost as good as soccer. I'm like, no, that soccer is football, mate. Ryan Saunders says, what's this channel about? Well, Ryan, right now we are hanging out with Ryan. My channel is in part about sharing all the delicious plant-based food I eat, but it's also live streaming, just about hanging out, kicking back in the chat, making some new friends, honestly, connect with people from all over the world. So if that sounds like you, stick around in the chat. And either way, thank you. Huntsman says, also, Edward, I think I haven't timed out a single innocent person. And if I did, it was when Asen decided to time Blarge out for 10 minutes for no reason. So I made it at 10 seconds and did that twice. Huntsman, you've done a tip-top job on moderation. So do not worry. I'm not even questioning you on that. Yeah, Asen was going crazy. I think he just got a bit excited. So yeah, hopefully we won't have any more of that. Mafalesi says, remember when I used to eat sardine dinner? Yeah, we got some Biggie Smalls fans up in the chat. Blarge Harger says, Asan has something against me for real. For real. Blarge Harger, I think Asan just goes crazy with that timeout, but worry not, because I've got your back. And if anyone goes too crazy in the timeouts or anything like that, we'll have to revisit mod duties, because yeah, we want mods to like support people, not punish people. So yeah, Blarge Harger, worry not. I've got your back on that. Interesting. Jimbo says, fun fact, a lot of people don't know that most rural Irish people call football soccer due to the prevalence of Gaelic football. I did not know that. I absolutely did not know that at all. And I don't think it was you, Jimbo, but somebody mentioned Gaelic football on the chat the other week. I don't think Chris O'Reilly. It might have been somebody else. And they were like, have you heard of Gaelic football? I was like, I've heard of it, but I have no idea what Gaelic football is. So I didn't know it's such a big thing in Ireland, but it's obviously kind of like a thing, you know? Kamal says, I'm leaving. I need to hospital. I got shot 3 times. Well, Kamal, I'm really glad to hear that even though you've been shot 3 times, you're still able to get tapped. But by all means, get yourself to hospital. That's the most important thing. Eva says, Edward, I don't mind. Take my mod off and give it to Blarge Harger. Oh, yeah, of course, Blarge Harger. Thank you for reminding me, Eva. Blarge Harger was meant to be a mod for, like, full time. Blarge Harger, if you're still watching, next stream, because we're only going to stream for the day for another about 20, 30 minutes or something. So, Blarge Harger, I want to give you a full moderator duty. So, Blarge, let me know in the chat if you want to be a mod starting from this stream or the next one. Because if you want to do it from this stream, I'll switch you for Eva. And if not, we'll switch you next time. But you let me know, mate, because I said I was going to give it your next stream, and I completely forgot. So let me know what you like. Jacob says, Gaelic football is actually goated. I watched a match once on a stream. Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I still don't know what it looks like, guys. Ryan says, oh, that's chill. I'm a semi-pro footballer, not American long. I'm 15 and 6'5". I'm a CB. What's CB? Centre-back. You're 6'5" at 15, damn. Recently I tore my ACL and after 9 doctor cleared me for light training. What should I do? Well, I would firstly, Ryan, listen to your doctor at all costs. Don't rush the recovery process, because even though you're young, the more you rush back to football or sport after an injury, the more likelihood that you're gonna do some sort of permanent disruption. So do the physio work, do the rehab work, do the stretching, and listen to the doctor of all else. So yeah, listen to your doctor and your coach's advice. Zuza says, yo guys, what's up, Zuza? Good to see you in the chat. And Blarge Harger says, I'd rather have you keep mod Eva. Well, thank you for your preference, Blarge. Next time we're going to get you on for the full stream. As soon as I see you pop up on the stream next time, I'm going to mod you. I'm going to reduce the mods down to like 4. But Blarge, thank you for your preference. Next time we're going to get you on. Teju says, what live silently? Well, I hope, Teju, you can enjoy watching even with it on silent. Kenya says, what are we talking about right now? Well, Kenya, right now we are vibing. We're just talking about what the chat is saying. Ryan was saying that he is recovering from an injury, so I was advising him to take it easy. And in general, we're just hanging out, we're vibing. I'm encouraging people that are watching who haven't hit the like button to hit the like button. We hit 41 likes on the stream last time, which is insane. So if we could get any close to that, that'd be awesome. But for now, I want to hit 20. So guys, if you're watching, please hit the like button so we can hit 20 likes. Braden says, can I be mod? I was just telling the chat before, we've got about 5 mods, which is actually too many. We normally have 3 or 4 mods. That wasn't 3 or 4, that was just me turning my hand. 3 or 4 mods. So next time we're going to have you on, Braden. Keep turning up the stream and we'll rotate the moderators. Yeah, Braden, I'm just seeing your second messages, but we'll get you on as a mod very soon. So please keep turning up to the streams and we'll rotate the moderators. Yeah, thank you, Huntsman, for confirming that as well. You've just done my job for me. So yeah, thank you very much, Huntsman. Exactly what you said. Jimbo says, don't mod me. I'm power hungry and we'll ban everyone. Well, Jimbo, thank you for the honesty. I appreciate that. That's good. And also thank you to whoever just hit the like button for the 20th time. You're a real one. If we get to 30 likes, that would be sick on this stream, guys. So please, if you haven't already, hit subscribe, hit like. It helps me out. And it'll help more people to join the stream as well. And I think Eva is going. Eva says, bye. See you next time, Eva. If you're still in, thanks for joining. Go away, advert. And Peter Martignac says, hi, what's up to you, Peter? I think you're in from Slovenia, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly. So peace out to you. What else have we got? And also, someone just hit the like button for the 21st time. So whoever hits the like button is a real one. So thank you to whoever that was just then. Huntsman says, also, Edward, if you need to reduce mods, you can unmod me. I don't mind. But if you don't want to, and you want me to be full-time, I don't mind. I can do that. Huntsman, you are an absolute asset to me. Every time I join the chat, you make life a lot easier for me. So if you're happy to be a moderator still, I'd love to have you as a moderator, Huntsman. What else we got? Dodd Lava says, please visit Syria, but you have to cross Lebanon to visit Syria first. When will you make a Syria tour stream? Guys, that would be insane. Imagine that, right? A Syria stream. I would be terrified. I'm not going to lie to you. I would be afraid. I would be afraid. Like, I know there's parts of Syria that are safe, but imagine just me, right? Just like walking around like, hi, it's Edward. Got any falafel? Like, I'd probably be fine for a bit, but then anything could happen. Knowing my luck, I'd get like captured by like a militant group or something. But yeah, when Lebanon is safer, when Syria is safer, I'd love to visit that part of the world and that part of the Middle East. Ehsan says, yo, I'm back. What's up, Ehsan? Have you in the chat. And remember what we said, Ehsan? Please keep it nice and chilled with the timeout. No heavy timeouts tonight. And Jimbo's giving some good advice to Ryan about physio exercises. Ryan says, liked and subbed because you're amazing. Well, Ryan, thank you so much. I appreciate, honestly, the kind words and good energy immensely. I tried to say immeasurably and massively, and it just came, but immensely. I appreciate the good vibes immensely, honestly, Ryan. 90% of people are really cool and show me positive energy and like just bring me good energy. And there's like a tiny percentage of people that try and be means or trolls or whatever. So thank you for counterbalancing that energy, and thank you for subscribing. And thanks for bringing the good energy in the chat. And everyone else who has been commenting and stuff. It's 24 likes, guys, which is sick. Big love to yourselves. Olivia says, hi, what's up? What's up, Olivia? How are you doing? Thanks for joining. Not Alpha Male 69 says, are you Jews? I love that. The idea of me by myself being multiple Jewish people. No, I'm not a Jewish person. But thank you for the chat, Not Alpha Male 69. Blar Charger says, I feel a bit endangered. Well, Blar Charger, I'm hoping you don't feel endangered. I'm so slow. It took me a reason. It took me a while to think of that one. Yeah. Blar Charger, you are safe. You're amongst friends right now. Ehsan, if you time out Blar Charger, I will do something drastic. Not that drastic, but I might swear or something. So please do not time Blar Charger out. And Dodd Lava says the Syrian civil war ended though. Yeah, I know it is. Like I know the civil war in Syria is over, but it feels like it's like still a country that's pretty ditted. Like there's a lot going on. There's different groups like trying to get power and stuff. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the Western media is giving me the wrong impression, and Syria is safer than I think. And we've got British Huntsman, who is a keen astronomy fan, dropping a space fact for you guys. And he says, by daily space fact, Jupiter is so big it can fit one of every planet inside it and makes around 0.94%, so less than 1%, of all the mass in the solar system. Sorry, and it makes around 1% of all the mass in the solar system, mostly because of the sun, a main sequence yellow dwarf. Wow. That's pretty crazy. It makes it 1%. Jupiter is so massive, it makes it 1% of the entire solar system. Rena Esiard says, anyone remember me? Of course I do, Rena. It's nice to see you back in the chat. You were being very positive and supportive last time, so thank you, and it's good to see you again. Sunny says, what's my name, Edward? Teju, your name is Teju. T-E-G-U. Tiger555S says, nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. Absolutely right. We've got a British person up in the building. What's up, Tigger? Melissa says, you've been live streaming for ages. I'm back. Yeah, I've been live streaming a little bit. It's been 65 minutes. We're going to get it to like 75 minutes, reckon. So chat, if we can get to 30 likes before 75 minutes, that would be sick. So if you're watching right now, please smash the like button. I hate to ask you, but we're trying to reach 30 likes, so let's see if we can do it. Rena Esiat says, aircraft, the U-2 is the highest altitude flying jet with a max height of 70,000 feet, mainly used as a biplane. That's crazy. So when you go on holiday and they're like, we're now at 30,000 feet, it's like more than double that. Thanks for sharing a fact, Rena. And Ryan says, gotta go, but thanks, I'll be back tomorrow. Ryan, very nice to have you on the chat with us. Thanks for joining, and good to see you, and have a nice rest of your day or night. And we'll see you soon. And thanks also to whoever just hit the like button for the 26th and 27th time. You are a real one. Last time we got 41 likes on the stream, which was like a record for me, and it pumped me up massively live streaming. I'm going to live stream for like another 10 minutes or so until we hit about 75 minutes. So if we can reach 30 likes, that would be sick. And Melissa says we're on 27 likes, we are 3 away. That's right, 3 from 30, which would be an awesome result, because if we can hit 30, I feel like regularly on a stream, it just shows we're going in the right direction. So big up to all of you who've been supporting. And Teju says, guys, those who are new to the channel, please make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. That really helps us to vibe more. Exactly. Thank you, Teju, for backing me up on this one. The thing is, right, the more people hit the like button, the more people subscribe, or more people tune in, literally the more the chat is going to be popping off. I read as many comments as I can. And what I find is a lot of people, they make friends. And you get sick people like Huntsman who will be in the chat. And when you join the chat, he'll be like, yo, well, chat, so-and-so. So, yeah, the more people we get in here, the bigger the vibes. So thank you, everybody, for supporting. I really appreciate it. Peter Martiniak says, Chuck Norris died 2 days ago, but today he's okay, like nothing. Oh, I thought he'd passed away. Rena says 2 to go. Awesome, Rena. Thank you for the update. And Jimbo Wyther says, positive vibes are what YouTube should be about. Keep up the great... Jimbo says, positive vibes are what YouTube should be more like. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Jimbo. I really appreciate that, man. Like, as I was saying to the chat before, and I keep saying, it's like, there's so much negativity on the internet. People, like, hate watching, raid baiting, clickbaiting. What else have we got? Like, clout sin. When you think about it, right, we've got all these terms that 10 years ago didn't exist, but I've literally just mentioned, like, 5 terms that are all, like, negative things that we have on the internet. So if we can all collectively just a little bit of positivity, it makes it a more fun place, I reckon. And I'm hoping it's something to do some IRL streams where I actually give out food. As you know, or maybe you don't know, but food is one of my biggest passions, and I do make other content about food as well. And I would love to do like on the streets of like Manchester or somewhere like that. Make some vegan flapjacks, just give them out to people. I was thinking about buying loads of fruit as well from Aldi and just like giving people fruit on the street because, yeah, it's random, but I don't know. If I was walking down the street and someone was like, do you want a free bit of fruit? I'd be like, all right, why not? So yeah, if we can spread the good vibes between us, guys, I feel like that we can make a good little thing here. What else have we got? Blarge had cooking Indomie right now at 4 AM, lol. I don't know what that is, Indomie. I'm going to have to look it up. But I'm picturing you right now at 4 AM in your kitchen, whipping up a little something, and that's making me smile. So thanks for sharing, Blarge. Huntsman talking about mod duty says, but yeah, Edward, I don't mind being full-time, and if I mess up, I don't mind being strict to my position, as making mistakes will happen eventually. By the way, what's your favourite hot beverage? Excuse me, Huntsman, please do not worry about making a mistake, mate. You're doing a good job, and nobody's perfect, and I'm not paying you, so it's not like I can be like, Huntsman, your work is not up to standard. I'm going to have to rethink your contract. You're doing awesome, man, and I really appreciate you joining and being so welcoming, and honestly, if I just like trying to describe a person and type of energy that they're bringing to the chat that I want them to be like, it's honestly like yourself. Just be nice, friendly, welcoming. So no, do not worry, mate. I'm not going to strip you of your mod duty at all. You're doing awesome. Oh, and also to your question, what's my favourite hot beverage? You know what? I love a cup of tea, honestly, like a cup of herbal tea. It's a good question, by the way. A cup of herbal tea is a great thing. I love a cup of herbal tea. But also, I'm not saying it's my favourite, but occasionally, like often, but occasionally, I love a hot chocolate. Especially in the winter. What else have we got? Huntsman says, mine is a salted caramel latte. Fair enough, Huntsman. That's a strong choice. I can see how that'd be satisfying. Finch Juice says he came back. Finch Juice, what is up? Finch Juice is in the chat. What else have we got? Dodd Lava says, I went to London once in 1993 to get eye surgery, and I said the staffs who were going to operate on me, they said Dr. Bishat, and what? I don't even know if that's true. Fallen Knight's a stream topic. Fallen Knight right now. We are vibing in the chat. We're talking about all sorts. I'm reading stream comments out. I'm hanging out here on a Sunday evening at 9:15. I normally make videos about food, stuff like that. But right now we're just hanging out and talking. And Russell says, I love trains. Guys, we hit 30 likes. You legends. 30 likes. Real G's. I actually need to nip to the toilet, so chat. Stay there. Don't go anywhere. The tune's going to come on. I'll be right back. But stay with me and I'll catch up on the comments. But don't go anywhere. All right, chat. I'm back. Oh, who's still on the chat? We've got the real one still here. The real one here. What else have we got? Melissa says, bro, someone liked. Why are we going for 30? Come on, like up. We're on 31. It's showing 31 for me right now, which is awesome. And thank you, Melissa, in the vibe strong. I love that. What else have we? Gaurav says, is 5'11" good height for men? Absolutely, Gaurav. That's a very good height. Honestly, like, I think like a lot of people overthink height. Like, it's easy for me to say because I'm not a short guy, but I think a lot of people think that, like, women only want men that are 6 foot tall or taller than 6 foot. And it's just not true. Like, I asked my female friends or women all the time, like, or like my co-workers and stuff like that, oh, you know, does a guy have to be like tall for you? And honestly, the amount of women that are not that bothered is surprising, like genuinely surprising. Teju says, guys, we're close to 30 likes, make it happen. Yeah, I'm seeing 31 guys, so thank you so much. And Gaurav says, you are very tall, please come to India. Well, Gaurav, I would love to come to you at some point. We've also got Teju in the chat who's from India, and he was telling me to come to India as well. The other night we had the radio master who's also from India, who was also recommending that I come to India. So guys, at some point, I think I'm going to have to visit, and I would love to live stream from it. It'd be sick. Jimbo says, coffee and condensed milk, elite hot beverage. Interesting. Yeah, get behind the comments, but thank you for all the love that everyone's been like, W for the chat, hitting the 30s. Hell yeah. Abigail Morris says, do you know Stray Kids? Yes, I do. People keep mentioning Stray Kids in the chat. Rena says, easy 30. Big up to you, Rena. Thanks for bringing the vibes. Jimbo's talking about munch and says, fried char mushrooms, thyme, lemon juice, garlic stock and oil, elite munch. Chef Jimbo's up in the chat. And Rena says, I'm 4'11". Wow, that's a petite lady. Melissa is 6'3". That is a tall lady. And Blajaj says, we get it, bro, chill. Yeah, I think it just came through as spamming Melissa, but thank you for sharing that with us. And Hussein says, I'm back. We are inside. What's up, Hussein? Honestly, when I see regulars in the chat holding it down, it makes me so happy. Big up to Hussein. Big up to Huntsman. Big up to Jacob. Big up to Chris O'Reilly. Big up to Blaj Harger. Big up to everybody that jumps on the stream with me and hangs out and also hits the like button. Between us chat, we got to 30 likes. That's what I said. About 10 minutes ago, I was like, chat, let's see if we can get to 30 likes in the stream. And we smashed it. To everybody who's been showing love and support. What else have we got? Melissa says, bye, I'm off to bed. I want an early night. See you later, alligator. Melissa, we'll see you on another stream. Get a good night's sleep. And Sunny Teju says, guys, those who are new here, make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. That really helps vibe more. Honestly, it really, really does. It takes like half a second to hit the like button, but the more people that hit like, the more the stream gets shown to people. The more the stream gets shown to people, the more the people hop in, vibe, and just pump up the atmosphere in here. So thank you, Teju, for that little shout out. I appreciate it. And Dodd Lava says, are the plants real or fake? These are very real. It's just one big plant. The light's not that good, but hopefully you can see like the fact it is. I'm not a big fake plant guy, if I'm honest with you guys. I really like the real ones. Hunter says, also, Edward, my favourite chocolate is still crunchy, but my second favourite is 100% mint aero or munchies. They're too lovely, but so healthy. Yeah. You know what's up, Huntsman. They are, yeah, not the healthiest. Here's my thing, right, with chocolate. Everyone likes their own thing. Everyone has their own tastes. Where I'm at now is I tend to have dark chocolate because you can still enjoy that chocolate flavour. But you're getting some of the good stuff that comes with chocolate, like the antioxidants, some of like the micronutrients. But maybe your taste is different, Huntsman. And I reckon, pretty sure you're a pretty young guy. Maybe when you're older, like, you know, some people don't like coffee when they're young, but when they're a little bit older, their taste buds change. Maybe it was the same thing with you and dark chocolate. To be fair, I'm assuming that you don't like chocolate. That you don't like dark chocolate. You never said that, but saying like now, I love dark chocolate. Figure936 says, winners have lost more times than losers have tried. Attack the day. Motivational. I like that, Chigger. And it's true as well. It really is. Fortnite Clip says, fake. Oh, I don't know what's fake. The plant. And Run Me That Face says, oi, botu. Oh, bottle of water. Bottle of water. I think Run Fade's probably an American. Bottle of water. Bottle of water. Bottle of water. Hey, chat. Drop a W in the chat if you want a bottle of water. Tadri says, guys, we're close to 35 likes. Make it happen. Yeah, guys, if we could hit 35 likes, that'd be sick. Lava says, what are you going to eat tonight? So after this chat, I might have a little more chocolate brownie that my mum made for me. I've shown you them on the chat before, and they've gone away for the week, and she's given me a box of chocolate brownies, and I'll show you some on stream tomorrow because they're damn good. And so I might have a chocolate brownie, maybe some raspberries, some blueberries. Nothing too heavy now at this point because it's kind of getting later in the day, but I'm a little bit peckish. Blanche says, dark chocolate is healthy. Yeah, it is, Blanche, you're right. Like, honestly, that's the difference between, like, a 20-30% cocoa chocolate versus, like, an 85% dark chocolate. Like, I feel no guilt whatsoever having a couple of squares of dark chocolate because it's good for you. It's literally good for you. Obviously, you don't want to have too much. It's like anything in... It's like avocados. Avocados are good for you, but you don't want to eat 10 avocados in a day. And Hunt says, also, I'm glad for the shout out you give me, Edward, but it's just regular mod duties, control chat, make sure no one has been a meanie, and also welcome everyone. True, it is regular mod duties, Huntsman, but credit where due, and you're doing, honestly, an above and beyond what I could ever ask of a voluntary mod, so you deserve the shout outs, mate. I'm going to keep giving you them. And Huntsman, but also thanks everyone for reaching 32 likes. Yes, huge love to everybody that's hit the like button. If we could reach 35 likes, that'd be great. I'm actually going to have to stop streaming in 5 minutes because I've got to be at work tomorrow in the AM, in the morning, in the morrow. So I can't stream all night as much as I would like to. But between me and you, don't tell my boss this, but I'm thinking next year of potentially actually quitting my job. I'm not saying I'm doing this percent, but I'm thinking of next year quitting my job and maybe going to live somewhere like Vietnam or Thailand, renting an apartment for cheap and just streaming as much as I can. Like, if it starts going well for me, great. I'm not going to be like, I'm not pretending like, oh, I'm going to move to Vietnam streaming and I'm going to pop off. Like, I'm not saying that, but it's more like I might take like a 6-month break from work, rent an apartment and just stream as much as I can. So how big we can grow it between us. And Google Chrome says, hi, my son is upstairs watching on the tablet. He's a big fan and she could shout out his band. What's your son's band called? And Run Me That Fade says, that was an amazing American accent, lol. I try. That Fade says, there's nothing funnier than when Brits make fun of our accent, ha ha ha. You know what it is, right? It's like, I really like American accents because obviously there's different American accents. You've got like, you know, your Boston kind of like one which is very different to your Alabama one or whatever. But it's usually Americans that say something like they love the bottle of water thing. I find that really funny. And Huntsman says, yeah, I do like dark chocolate, but don't eat it often. Kind of expensive, that's why. Yeah, I get that, mate. Dark chocolate isn't cheap because it's kind of like the good stuff. But like Jimbo says, do you get ones at like Lidl and stuff like that, which are pretty affordable, honestly. And because it's quite rich, it will, I find personally, it's like more strong, right? The flavour's more concentrated, but it will kind of like hit the spot more. So you might need like 2 squares of dark chocolate for like give you that chocolate kick in the same way that like a whole bar of like sweeter chocolate might be. Dodd Lava says, how is the weather outside? My place is raining for 5 hours. Well, it's not raining here in England, which is a nice change. It usually is, but it's cool. Not freezing, but just kind of cool, honestly. Oh God, and run me that fade is giving some questionable comments about available dark chocolate. And Jim says, do it, quit, do it, live once. Well, you know what, Jimbo? I know it seems crazy, right? To just be like, oh, I'm just going to quit my job and go live streaming. But I don't have a wife. I don't have any children. I don't have any big bills that will be ongoing if I do leave the country and go and like, live somewhere. And I could live in Vietnam for like £500 a month or something, literally. And I don't know, as I say, even if I just treat it as like a getaway, I feel like if I go and streaming every day, making some cool like videos if I can, I don't know, man, it could just enrich my life. So it's tempting. Huntsman says, oh, I got to go, guys. Have a blessed night, day, evening. Guys, loving streaming Edward and much appreciate for the credit, but also, guys, 35 likes anyway. Moderator Huntsman out. Moderator Huntsman, you are a real one. Thank you for everything you do for the chat and for me personally. Really appreciate it, man. And I will see you in the next chat. Have a good night's sleep. Real Flash Frame says apples and pears, mate. You got it. If you've got any more Cockney rhyming slang, drop it in the chat. Ozgay's in the chat once more. What's up to you, Ozgay? Nice to see you. Thanks for saying hello. And thank you to hit the like button for the 33rd time. We're trying to hit 35 likes before I have to end this stream. To be honest with you, chat, we've run over massively. I was only going to do like 70 minutes, but we've been having such a good time hanging out. Let's crank it till 90 minutes. What do you reckon? Let's make it a 90-minute stream. So, guys, if we can hit 35 or even get up towards 40 likes, that would be super cool. And thank you to whoever just hit the like button again. I really appreciate it. Real Flash Frame says, man, you speak in premium English. I like it. You're the best around here, friend. Only the best. And Danny says, hey, love. What's Danny? Nice to see you in the chat again. Always a pleasure. How's your day been? And Black Charger says, Vietnam or actually any Southeast Asian country for street food vlogs. Go do what your heart tells you to do. Honestly, Blarge, this is what I'm thinking. Like, I know it sounds like every crazy person. Like, I've got like 250 subs, right? It's if I had like 20,000 subs, you might be like, oh yeah, go follow your heart's desire, go your job and go stream. But it's more like I'm at a point where my day job didn't bring me joy. Like I'm in the financial position where, don't get me wrong, guys, I'm not rich or anything like that, but it's more just I haven't got the commitments that require me to do the same day job forever. And you are right. I feel like Southeast Asia are great places for food content. And I could live like Vietnam or even like Thailand, but Vietnam in particular, it's dirt cheap. I could go there. I reckon I could live on £3 a day, like $4 worth of food a day. I reckon I could make some good content for that. And in the meantime, live stream and just, it's about like making British food and giving like British food out to free for people on the streets of Vietnam, like whether that's tourists or like Vietnamese locals, you know, having like a sign and just being like free British food. And the way I see it, right, is if I was in England and there was just a foreign person and they were like, had a tray of food or something, like free Thai food, I'd be like, what's this all about? But then they feel like, oh, I'm just streaming, man. I'm just making content. I'm giving food out. I'd be like, fair enough, cool. So, yeah, I don't know. My heart is kind of telling me to do that, Blige. And Real Flash Frame says there is a town in Switzerland called Adonin. They pay 20k euros and 10k per child to live there. Switzerland, here we come. That'd be pretty sweet. That would be pretty cool to get paid to live somewhere, right? And Run That Fade says, for real, my man speaks in the finest cursive. Appreciate that. Calpy's back in the chat and says, hey, mate, how are you? Looking fine. Keep it up. What's up to you, Calpy? Nice to see you again. I'm so sorry. I've forgotten your real name. people keep telling me their real names, and I remember them like over time. Got Teju in the chat, whose username is like Sunny, and he's asked me about 3 times this conversation. What's my name? What's my name? We had Kakarani on before, whose real name is Krishna, and he was like, "What's my name?" And I needed a prompt with that one. So yeah, Kalpi, I can't remember you, but I'm doing very well, thank you, and I hope you're doing well as well. Teju, speaking of which, says, guys, we're close to 35 likes, make it happen. I'm seeing 35 likes here, which is awesome. If we can pump it up towards 40, that'd be super cool. I've got 2.5 minutes left on stream chat because I'm literally on 4% as well. So I don't want it to die on me like I did the other day on like it did on the chat. And Jacob says, you're certainly the most literate person I've ever had the pleasure of conversing with. Well, Jacob, that is kind of you to say. And very well articulated yourself, if I may say so. Danny says, well, my day was boring, wasn't feeling too well mentally. Honestly, been in bed mostly. How are you? Well, Danny, I'm sorry to hear that. I can relate to feeling so crummy you don't get out of bed. So hopefully the last few minutes of this stream will brighten up your day just a tiny bit. I'm doing okay, thanks. I've had a nice weekend. It's been relaxing. Just what I needed, honestly. But in terms of you, I hope you feel better tomorrow. My mum always says to me, you know, things often seem better after a good night's sleep. And it seems a bit like, you know, oh, fine, whatever. But it is true. So many times when I've had a terrible day, I've been feeling bad mentally, going to bed, getting a good night's sleep in, it does help. It really does help. So I hope for you tomorrow, Danny, that tomorrow's a better day. Calpy says, bro, I love your live. Always positive energy and just good vibes. Well, thank you so much, Calpy. Genuinely, that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm not like an advanced game player. I'm not some sort of pickup artist, Riz man that's going to take you out on the streets and like drop loads of game like these alpha guys. Like, that's not my vibe. But I'm going to do my best to always bring positive energy to the chat. So thank you for sharing that with me, Calpy. I really appreciate it. And Kakarani says, Edward removed me for a few minutes ago. Guess my name again. Kakarani, your name is Krishna. So I remembered it. Michaeliteris says, hello, mate. Did the cocaine I sent you? No, I didn't, Michaeliteris. It's kind of you to give me some cocaine, but I will respectfully decline it. Blaj says, I think I might need the mod now. Well, Blaj, last couple of minutes. Actually, guys, we're on 39 likes as well. So if we can get to 40 likes, that would be absolutely insane. I just realised how close we've got to 40. That is insane. Thank you so much, chat. Like, we 20 likes like 15 minutes ago or something, so we've really like amped it up massively. So thank you to everybody in the chat as well, who's been like Sunny, AJ Teju, who's been calling out for people to hit the line. So thank you, chat. If we can hit 40 likes, that would be absolutely sick. And Blaj, we're going to get you on moderator full-time next time. Sumi Hussein says, hi, what's up to you, Sumi? And Koala Kinks 7 says, hey, dude, how are you doing today? Koala Kinks, I'm doing pretty good, thank you. How are you doing? We just hit 40 likes. We hit the big 40. Legends, you absolute legends. I think last time we got 40 right, chat. I'm on 3%. I kid you not, I'm on my mother's life. I'm on 3% on my phone right now. If we can get 2 more likes, that's going to beat the last stream. So if we can get 2 more likes in before we come to the end of the stream, I will be buzzing. Either way, it's been extreme with you guys, and you've brought the energy, so thank you. But let's see if we can get 2 more likes in before the stream finishes. Run Me That Fade says, Alaska owes $2,000 a month in oil sharing to live there, and you get guns. Damn. That's a pretty crazy deal. $2,000 and guns. And Moonery's back in the chat. What's up, Moonery? Nice to see you. Moonery was on the stream the other day, timed out, but Moonery is out of time out, and it's nice to see you here with us this evening. And Run Me That Fade says, before you sign out, say my name. Say Bond, James Bond. The name's Bond. James Bond. Roman Harper says, hi, what's up to you, Roman? What's up, what's up, what's up? CSG just says, bro. Bro to you, CSG. And Rena's saying 39 likes. Jacob's saying 40 likes. Guys, I can see 41 likes. If we can get just one more measly like in, we're going to smash it. Danny says, thank you, Edward. That is sweet of you, and I'll surely try to sleep soon. I'm glad to hear you're okay. I think your throat isn't doing well, or maybe I'm wrong. I hope everything stays well. No, you are right, Danny. Do you know what it is, right? At the start of this stream, I knocked over my water. Before you came, I knocked over my water and spilt it all over the floor. So for the last hour and a half, I've been speaking with no water. I didn't want to go to the kitchen and get more water because, well, I was being lazy to be fair, because I could have gone easily, but I just didn't, and I need a drink now. So well observed on my throne, and yeah, on my throat, and yeah, I hope you have a better day tomorrow. Honestly, who has struggled and continues to struggle with low mood, depression, you know, all of that sort of stuff. It comes and it goes for me personally, and I'm sure for you, it's probably the same. Some days are better, some days are worse. But yeah, good night's sleep, eating well, drinking lots of water. I think I said eating well, but yeah, just exercising if you can, even if you feel like, you know, a few steps, walk around the block, getting the blood going, it does a lot. So yeah, I'm sending hugs and good vibes to you, Danny. Rena says, good stream, Edward. Thank you, Rena, and thank you for bringing the energy. The last few times you've joined, you've brought nothing but positive energy. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And Phase Mode, hello, sir. I'm the 40th liker. Phase Mode, you are a legend. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Honestly, everyone that likes, subscribes, comments, it means a lot to me, and it really helps spur me on. So thank you to you, Phase. Thank you to whoever hit the like button for the 41st time. I'm on 3% battery. We're well overdue. We're on like nearly 95 minutes, guys. And one more like, chat. One more pitiful like to pump it up to 42, and then we're going to end this stream. But it's been a great stream, honestly, guys, and you've really getting me excited for streaming. So thank you to everyone that keeps joining and joining the vibe with me. It's awesome. What else have we got? What else have we got? Diddy Boy 295 says liked. Big respect, Diddy Boy. Really appreciate that, man. Sonny says, what's my name, Edward? Sonny, your name is Teju. T-E-U. Phase Mode says, where are you from? I'm from the north of England. My nearest big city is Manchester. So, yeah, north of England. How about you, Phase? Jacob should do a making a glass of water tutorial next stream. Jacob, that might have to be a special occasion stream. And Danny says, mate, that's fine. Make sure you drink some lukewarm water. It helps. Yeah, you're right. Honestly, I just need a drink at this point. And Diddy says, I subbed you. Diddy Boy, huge love and respect. And FaZe is from India. That's what's up. Awesome, FaZe. We've had loads of people. We've got Sunny on the stream right now, who's from India. We've had Radio Master, who's from India. We've had... I don't know whether Krishna was from India or not, but we've had a lot of people on the chat from India. And they keep encouraging me to visit India, and I really want to do that. So thank you for sharing, FaZe. It's cool to have you here. And FaZe says, should I like the stream from another account? FaZe, if you... want to, that would be very helpful. I'm trying to reach 42 likes because last stream we got 41 likes. So if we can beat that, that'd be super sick and just keep us moving in the right direction. And Blanchard says the chat and Edward are finally synced. I've caught up to the chat. I'm on 2% battery. When it hits 1% battery, I'm going to have to end the stream, guys, because last time I was talking and it just cut out and I didn't have a chance to say goodbye. And Diddy Boy says, me too, I'm from India. Awesome. So that's loads of Indian people we've got on the streams. It's super cool. And it's given me all the more encouragement to visit India and maybe stream from there at some point. History Stuff says, will you play a song for me, please? It's really good. Well, History Stuff, we've only got like 1 more minute, literally, on this chat. Otherwise, I would... Oh, I just ruined it. 42 likes! Chat, we just hit the 42 likes! Hell yeah! Legends, absolute legends. Well, we're nearly going to wrap this up because it's getting later and later. But let me read the last few comments before I do. And History Stuff, if you come back on another stream, we'll take a song request from you. Danny says, uni been stressing me out, but just 1 month of it left, so can't complain. Not left to go, Danny. The home is in the finishing straight is in your sights. Give it your best shot. You can do it. And FaZe says, I liked it. FaZe, you are a real one. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I really appreciate it. Thank you for bringing the energy. Honestly, thank you to all of you guys. W chat, honestly, you bring so much happiness when I do these streams. And Rena said, look at that. And Rena says, new record, Edward. Good job. Chat, this is what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for always bringing positive energy. We are creating something special here because we're not hate watching, rage baiting, clout chasing. We're just vibing together, connecting from all over the world and building something special. So thank you so much, guys. We're on 43 likes. And I'm actually bringing this stream to an end right now. I'm going to I'm going to read the final comments. And we're going to wrap this up, guys, because it's been a hell of a stream. History Stuff says, I've subbed and liked the vid. History Stuff, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Join the next stream and we'll get your song request on. I really appreciate the support. Jacob says, any stream tomorrow? Yes, Jacob, we're going to be back tomorrow, 8 UK time. So guys, if you can hop on with me, I'd love to see you in the chat. And Faze, I'm the 43rd liker, Faze. Faze, you are a real one. Thank you so much. Appreciate you and appreciate everybody who's been such a positive influence in the comments. Roman, hi. Well, Roman, it's hello, but it's going to be goodbye in a minute because we're on almost 97 minutes. This has been an epic stream tonight, chat. We've hit a new record. We've had some familiar faces, new friends in the chat as well. History Stuff says W stream, W chat. Thank you so much, everybody. This has been a lot of fun. If you want to drop any final good comments, do it now because I'm about to end this stream. I'm on 2%. It's been an awesome stream, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I'm going to be back tomorrow, 8 PM UK time. Thank you for making this a really fun experience for me. And Jacob says, W spilt water. I'm so ready for a glass of water, guys. I spilt my stream ages ago and I'm ready. Jazz is here in the chat. She's saying bye, everyone. Jazz, thank you so much for joining. I hope it was entertaining for you as you were driving down the road, and good luck with your retrieval mission of those people that were stranded. Blarge Hadger says 44 likes. That's awesome, Blarge Hadger. Thank you so much for joining, Blarge. I hope you have a good night's sleep. Hope you enjoy your food, or you've probably eaten it, but hope you enjoy food as well. Diddy Boy saying goodbye. And Blarge Hadger says the addiction to likes. And yeah, don't get me started, Blarge. Don't get me, don't turn me into a like junkie. But anyway, guys, listen, it's been a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. We're back tomorrow, 8 PM UK time. I'm going to love you and leave you. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out for now. Bye.